What is up, everybody? And today, as promised, would be a chess video day. So we're going to start it out by doing one of my older games from, when was this? I don't know exactly how long ago this was. Let me go check my profile real quick and see. Yeah, I don't know. But it was a while back. And I will kind of take you through it, kind of my thought process. I'm assuming it was a while back, so I don't know if I'll be exactly right. I was playing as black here. We start out with a Caro-Kann exchange, I think. Let me make sure that's right. Yep. Classic. I go bishop g4, kind of what I've learned from watching some videos before, was you want to pin this knight to the queen. It makes it very weak. That's a mistake, because you can, one, attack the center, bring the knight out, so you can push exactly what I did at e6. You can bring this knight out, slightly inaccurate. You can do that. That's a mistake. I've kind of lost my mojo. I think that's probably a good move. e6. Didn't it just say it was the best move? No, knight f6. I thought that was bad. See, now I'm confused. The problem with the chess engine here is it takes so long and it's so indecisive. Yeah, knight c6. Okay, so that's the best move because you're threatening to take. Kind of, sort of, not really. But anyway, I decided e6. I like the idea of being able to bring out my other bishop. He kicks my bishop away, so I take. Something you're always taught in the Caro-Kann is as soon as they attack this, you take this knight and weaken this pawn, and instantly he has to go defend. And I have an advantage. And of course I lose it right away by moving bishop to b4. Thought process, pin the knight, stabilizes this pawn just a little bit more, which in turn, because this pawn is now protected, my d5 pawn protects my knight a little bit better, protects my king, protects my b pawn, which is weak. He goes and does the exact same thing. So I bring my queen out in a classic strategy, and then he moves his queen back for defense, and I push a6. Now he will take, which is a mistake. And the reason it's a mistake is because by taking, you're trading a bishop for a knight, which in the long term will give a long distance piece away for a short range piece. And also that bishop is his strongest piece by far. I mean, his queen isn't doing much. It's blocked in by its own bishop, and over here it just would never go because there's nothing over here to get. I mean, I guess you could go there and try to attempt to get that, but I just push my pawns, so that's just a flawed attack. So taking that ruins your only chances of gaining an advantage. What he should have done was instead bishop d3, as the engine says, which the reason for, sorry, that's bishop d2, bishop d3, because now you're allowing, let me just make a move like this. I know it's a mistake, but it allows for this line and then this line to be open even more. So you see now, instead of focusing on this and this, you're now focusing on a longer diagonal. So more expansion. So he takes, I take with the queen. I don't want to separate my pawns and weaken this and weaken my a pawn. So I take with the queen. He brings his queen to d3. I bring my knight out. Pretty simple move. Just get another piece active. Get ready to castle. He pushes f3 and I castle. Engine says castling is best. That's what I thought. Castles long looked weird to me because now you're castling into a direct queen attack, which can be met with both rooks. So I instantly move my rook over, and he makes a huge mistake here. And I don't capitalize, because what I should have done is this. If he takes, then I snap, take back. And we end up with this long trade, which ends up getting me a massive advantage in the end. But instead, I decide to move my knight back, because I kind of want to reroute it. And then I take, okay, so this move here, I have no idea what my opponent was doing with that. That was just moved it there, which, I mean, you aren't even attacking anything more by doing this on this diagonal. So what do? Let's move back and attack even less on this diagonal. It's just goofy. I didn't understand that move. So I instant snap took. I thought just trading queens would be a good idea. Obviously, if he doesn't trade queens, it's mate, because... Oh, sorry. Oh, what? Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. But yeah, because he would have been mate, so he takes, I take. He moves his bishop back to attack the rook, which now I understood his plan, but I mean, that was kind of dumb since you could have maintained this diagonal and had it there. Then you have a little bit longer and you're actually sort of attacking the h-pawn if it ever moves. So I moved down one, obviously just trying to keep it protected by pawns, keep it on the light square. He only has a dark squared bishop, so all of the light squares are super nice to be on. And the only one that I could go on that made the most sense was c4, because now I'm attacking his d-pawn. His rook has to be pinned there forever. His other rook is trapped right now, so he's just super inactive on the board. He just goes a3, which is random, so I just move my knight, obviously attacking my rook. Now I'm setting up a mate threat. He has to defend. He goes I go f6. He brings the rook, because now I'm undefended. I bring my rook down to e8, over to e8 to protect, and then I blunder my pawn. Oh no, I blunder the fork. That's what it was. And I was pissed. I just totally forgot that he had this bishop fork here. So he takes, I take. I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can still survive. I mean, right now, let's see. I got 3, 7, 4. I have 3 pawns for a bishop. I'm like, maybe I can survive. So my idea with moving my rook up, if I remember correctly, okay, yeah, it was just a take. I had to go back a few moves. And then my idea of going down is now I can be protected back on this light square, which is one of the most powerful. The c4 square is one of the most powerful squares I can be on right now. So he takes, I take, he takes. I move my king up, which is a key part of the plan. I obviously blunder my pawn, and I go to attack his bishop. And here's where he made the mistake, was playing that. Now he's winning, but that was I mean, playing that check forced me to move my piece. And now and as he sat here, I was thinking, wait a minute, I have a pawn push because his bishop is pinned. Obviously I didn't take it in game, and now I was like, oh, now he kind of has to take back, or else I win his bishop. So takes, and now I'm just completely winning. And from here, it's just a bunch of pawn moves. I moved a pawn to b5 check here because I figured it's a check. He can't go anywhere down here, so he has to go to the side. Obviously, this way is better, because that way, let's just say, and that's exactly what he played. I have to go here, but let's say I went here. He's in, and now he's going to get his pawn to promote, probably, before I do. So I go this way, he goes there, and I have to push, because there, and then I take. And now I'll be the first one to get there. I just do a little waste move. And I didn't need to do the waste move. I could have just gone straight to taking. Oh, no, I couldn't have. The reason I had to push was because, I mean, that's the best move, king h4, because now I'm defending this. You have to go here, and then I take. But it ends up being the same by going there, then there, then there. I mean, now all it's a matter of is getting my king to that square to where it can promote. Now it's a matter of just getting his king to the edge of the board. And yeah, soon then I just run my king over and checkmate. So let's go into game review. I don't exactly know how we want to do this, because how you guys think I should do this, because I've never done this before recording. I've just kind of gone over myself. But I played at an 86% accuracy. It said the opponent played 80.3. It said I played at level 1800, and they played about 1550. The problem with the average ratings is it gives you an average a base rating comparative to what your rating actually is, and I have a big problem with that. I don't think that should be how it goes. I think it should be based off of percent accuracy compared in a range, in a bell curve, along with every other ratings average. So like every obviously this goes by 50. So you take every 50 elo and you say, okay, this group of people at 50 elo, what is their average over like 1,000 games? What is the average percentage played at? Okay, well that's the average. So then you keep doing that and you say, well, whatever average you play at, that should be the expected elo that you get. That's how I think it should be, but yeah, I mean, we'll see what the computer has to say here. Let's see if I get this right. So exchange defense, I knew that. Okay, let's go to spot where I messed up pretty bad. Should be right here. Okay. I overlooked an opportunity to capture Vulgar Knight. Yep, we went over this. I should have just taken... let me go back. I should have just taken... Whoops, retry. I should have just taken there, because it's the most obvious thing to do. Kind of ridiculous, but whatever. Snap takes are hard to find sometimes. But, we do a bunch of trades. Obviously, a few good moves here. Now here, I just totally, like I said, I totally just missed the fact that there was a fork. And at this time in my life, I think I was kind of falling out of chess a little bit. There was like a month that I was like, oh, chess is boring, but also I was finals for school and whatever, so I was more focused on that than gaining elo in chess. But yeah, the best move was just to play king f7. The reason why it protects this pawn from this double attack with the rook, which I'm actually surprised. That was, I mean, obviously that's the best move, because now you're winning my knight for sure. But it kind of scared me when we got into this bit. But as soon as I saw his king move there, I was like, he's just pinned himself, so now I can just take advantage of it. And I considered, oh, whoops, I had considered giving a check here, which I felt was a mistake, because I knew he could just play king d4. I couldn't play it because the chess engine analyst computer wouldn't let me. But anyway, we could play d4, which led to me not winning any pieces. It also just felt more natural to play that. I don't know why he played this just as a check, I guess. I guess he forgot that he was just going to lose his bishop. And then from here, it's just my endgame skills, which that's probably my best area, is the endgame. I do most successful in there, because there's less pieces. I'm able to calculate better. And my brain works pretty well at calculations, I would say. When I show my game that I'll play today, I'll probably post around 4 or 5 with it. And I'll kind of go through my thought process. It'll be a little bit longer. It'll probably be it'll be a 20-minute video max, because that's the max amount of time. 22 minutes max, but it'll probably be 15 minutes. If we get a quick checkmate, I'll play 2. But I kind of just want to explain my thought process to you guys. You know, kind of help you out along your chess journey. I mean, if you guys want to add me as a friend, we can kind of go over this. my account is dfreeswims27. It says I joined March 19th, 2023. This account I wanted to make a new account and just started advanced because there was a point at which my old account, you know how it is. Like, let me go to some of this. Look, like 88%. There was a guy I played a few times. He was like 200, 300 elo below me. And then he reported me because I scored like 96, 95%. And he just kept wanting to place. He wanted to beat me so bad. We were playing rapid, 10-minute, and I just crushed him every time. I think at that time I was only like 1,200 maybe, and he was like 900. And I was just smoking him. Like, it wasn't even close. And he reported me, and they're like, "Yep, your account's banned." So I emailed them, and they were like, "Oh, well, there's too much evidence. We can't get your account back." And I was like, "Oh, whatever. I'll just make a new one." They're like, "You can use the same email and account name." And I was like, "Perfect." So I just made a new account. I got on the advanced one, started on advanced, and yeah. So later today, I will have a video out of me actually playing chess. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to see some sort of different stuff with the game review, I don't know if you do, but we can certainly make that work. Just let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to see more chess content, please like, and then also please subscribe. It's free. It takes 2 seconds. I mean, and all it can do is help me. I mean, not even just me, but it helps everybody as a group, a YouTube group, because if you subscribe to myself, more of my channel gets recommended to other people, and then in turn more of other smaller channels will get recommended to other people. And there's plenty of good content, not just from big channels, but from smaller channels as well. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and peace.